Hey guys, Keely Reason here, owner of Love Hope Adventure, where I blog about the marriage, relationship, intimacy, and marriage and how you can go deeper with your spouse. Today, I'm answering questions about lingerie. And actually, I get this question quite a bit. Where do I buy it? Why won't it fit me? Why does it always get destroyed whenever I'm washing it or wearing it or whatever? And so today I want to show you a couple of different examples of the types of lingerie that you can get. Where did I get it? Where did it come from? And honestly, in full disclosure, I don't wear a lot of lingerie. However, I have the benefit that I have a mom who is a seamstress, meaning she is a fabrics person and she is a quality seamstress kind of person. So she's always taught me how to look for good quality craftsmanship or sewing or whatever, manufacturing with clothing, as well as good materials. So here's a few tips from me today. Okay, so I have an online retailer that I like to use called Honoring Intimates. Okay, and the reason that I like that retailer is that they take pictures of the lingerie on a mannequin. They also provide their own tags on there, so you're not getting pictures of women in lingerie. So I think it's a really easy way and safe way to tell your husband or even yourself, hey, go look at this lingerie. Because if you're looking at lingerie that women are wearing, even though they're covering nipples or whatever else, it can be definitely a trigger for anyone who's had a porn addiction. It can be, I consider it to be softcore porn. You know, it can be problematic. Now, what's the quality like from that shop? I think it's varying degrees, to be honest with you. Here's a little thing that I bought from them. And as you can see, this is a very sheer teddy that has strings for the bra. Okay, this thing, I don't know how much it cost. It's like maybe $10 or something. And let me tell you something, if you're buying a $10 piece of lingerie, you are getting a $10 piece of lingerie. What's the quality like in that shop? Well, it varies. If you get anything, and I don't care who makes it, if you get anything that is made mostly of strings, and this kind of this stuff is essentially like a elastic, right? Which is fine because it does help with fit. This is not going to stay together for any length of time. It just can't. It won't. I don't care who made it. It's just not going to stay together. If you buy anything that has this sheer of material, at some point, this lace is just going to come off. It has to, because it cannot stay together forever. So too many washings, too much pressure, if it's a little small or something, you're probably going to bust it at some point. Does that mean you shouldn't buy it? I don't think so. I think it depends on what are you trying to accomplish here. Are you trying to buy lingerie that you sleep in, lingerie that you put on just in time to get started on heavy foreplay, or lingerie that you feel pretty in that you can walk around with your spouse after you put your kids to bed? Okay, so now this is going to be like a heavy foreplay kind of lingerie, all right? You're not going to wear it real often. You're not going to wear it very many times. When, you've worn it, however many times you've worn it, at some point it's going to break. $10 is just not gonna last. Okay, so then here's another type of lingerie. Now I bought this many years ago at Walmart, if you can believe. Now this is the kind of lingerie that will hold up longer. Why? Why am I saying that? Because look, it's real material, okay? It's got actual material. Now this is like a polyester blend, and it's got the little stretch to it. Actually, I'll even read the tag if I still have it. Oh, I don't know if I can read this. Yeah, it's polyester and spandex. Very common. Polyester and spandex, that stuff's pretty sturdy, gonna hold up. And the good thing about getting spandex in lingerie, as one of the things that it's made of, is that it's gonna stretch over your body. So if something's a little tight fitting and not as loose, then it's going to fit better. Now let me tell you, and you can read the tags, all right, to tell you what's on it. This specific thing that I got, this is stretchy. It's got spandex in it. It's got Let me see. It doesn't actually say what's in it, what it's made of. Polyester. Actually, this is all polyester, so I'm a little surprised that it's so stretchy. Probably just because it has all the holes in it. So polyester spandex blends, they can be a little hot, but they do typically have the ability to hold up and stretch. Now this is like a baby doll. I'm gonna back up here. See, like this. This is just like, this is something that you're gonna wear to sleep, or you're gonna wear to walk around your house afterward, or do sexy things in lingerie, okay? And I will link up in this video a post I did about sexy things you can do in lingerie. Like essentially things you can do in lingerie besides just have sex. This is the kind of lingerie that you'd probably do that with. Now this baby doll style typically can fit most women, okay? It's very simple because it only has to fit your chest and the rest of it is flowy. So that is a very good style if you are struggling in order to find anything that fits you. Now here's another piece of lingerie idea, and I don't know where I got this thing from. Now this would have come from a department store is my guess. It doesn't have tags, it's just a shirt. This is another kind of lingerie that can generally fit most body types, okay? It's just like a little top, and then you pair it with whatever underwear is going to fit you, okay? It has little adjustable straps, and like I said, I've had this thing for years, no clue whatsoever where it came from, but you can adjust the straps to fit your chest. This is the kind of lingerie that you're probably going to put on shortly before you have sex, or maybe even sleep in it depending on your comfort levels. This is probably, it's stretchy, so this is probably also made of polyester and spandex. Very common, all right? A lot of lingerie is made of this stuff. Department stores like, let's see, JCPenney's, what kind of department stores are left? Nordstrom, Macy's, whatever kind of department stores that you have left in your area at your malls. Those are places that typically sell higher quality lingerie, and they have pretty big lingerie sections. And so there is a lot of variety. They will not generally, and I've never seen in a department store, any kind of lingerie like this that has, you know, open holes for the breasts, or if you're looking for, what is that underwear that's like split, like a, I don't know, crotchless underwear or something like that, you're not going to find that kind of stuff at the department stores. They're going to have classier lingerie. It's going to be typically made of higher quality material, and generally speaking, department stores and higher end brands, their sizing is more generous, okay? So I don't know if you knew this, but a size 10 in something that you get in a higher quality brand is actually going to be a larger size than a size 10 that you get in a brand that's not as high quality. Any high quality brands typically give more material to the dress or to the fit. So if you are going something higher quality, there is a good chance that it will fit you better and be and have a little bit more leeway, because higher quality brands, they give you more. Now Victoria's Secret, I know it's a little cliche, but that's a high quality store, okay? Some of the stuff in there, you're probably just paying for the brand, but at the same time, they have high quality lingerie and they have functional lingerie. So it really kind of depends, what are you trying to do? Now, I was gonna show you this. Here, something else I got from, what is this store? Honoring Intimates. This came with a piece of lingerie, and this is all I have left from Honoring Intimates from this thing. It was supposed to look like a little flappers, I don't know, thing. And I'm gonna tell you something, the whole thing was made of strings, and that thing was a piece of crap. The strings all got tangled up together. It looked very cute on the model. I wouldn't recommend buying it. This is all I have left. I like to dress up a lot for Halloween and stuff, so I kept this for the dress up part of it. When you're looking at lingerie online, when you're looking at lingerie in the stores or whatever, just be reminded, anything that is made up mostly of strings or netting of some kind, or like elastics. It's not meant to last. It can't last. It won't last. I don't care who makes it. Okay, so what if you can't wear lingerie? What's some alternatives to that, right? This, and I don't even know how to display this. This is some kind of dress that I bought. I don't really know how to show you because it's not on a hanger. Actually, maybe I can do like this. So you could wear dresses, you know, that are maybe sexier than you would ever consider wearing out in public. I would not recommend wearing this dress out in public. So it has like a little skirt, and it's got open midriff and everything. So there's the skirt, and here's the top. And honestly, I don't have a mannequin, so I'm doing a terrible job showing you what this thing looks like. I actually recently bought this on Amazon. I can link up to it in the video description. How long is this thing gonna last? I don't know. I mean, it's made of a lot of strings. I probably won't wear it very often. Sexy dresses, sexy outfits, things like that. I talk about this a lot on the blog. If you don't like lingerie, if you're not great with lingerie, that's an option. That's an alternative, right? Wearing a dress, getting like a club-in dress or something like that on Amazon. Amazon's really great, right? Because you can order it, make sure you're getting Prime with 3 returns, and then you can return it. And they also have Prime wardrobes. So if you want to put, I think you get like 5 or 6 things you can put into the box. Try it on, and they don't charge you until you've had it for X number of days. So Amazon is a good option when you're looking for lingerie, when you're looking for things like that, sexy outfits or whatever, because you can usually find a retailer that will let you return it. Okay, so here's another option for lingerie, depending on what you're trying to do. This is something I bought many years ago. It's 100% polyester. It's got little boy shorts, which, by the way, fit no one. I don't know how anyone wears that for underwear, but it could be fine for lingerie, and a little top. So if you're somebody who, the tip is here, if you are looking for high quality, go to department stores. If you are looking for something that is meant to put on and go straight into foreplay and reveals like all your assets, your chest, your butt, your whatever, you know, like lots of holes in it, you can get that kind of stuff. I think Honoring Intimates is perfect for that. The price point of their lingerie is super low. You're not going to spend much more than $15 an item. You can look at stuff on Amazon. You can go with the sexy dresses or whatever. Find something, if you're going to order it online, find something you can return, you know, with the send it back, or that it's so cheap that if it didn't work and you only wore it once, you'd be fine with it. Now, the next tips I have is in regards to washing. I totally forgot to bring any kind of bra out here, but this is a net bag. Now, it can be used as a lingerie bag. Most people don't. I don't think a lot of people use lingerie bags anymore. And this is why I think their lingerie is getting destroyed. So I don't care if it's a high quality piece of lingerie or not. If you don't wash your stuff correctly, you are going to destroy padding, underwire, this kind of stuff like here, all this stringy stuff. It's going to get wrapped all around every single thing else in your washer. Like if you have an old school washer with the thing in the middle, that kind of stuff always got wrapped around it. If you don't, I mean, you pull clothes out and like those strings are like just hugging everything. So this is why the stuff gets destroyed, and I don't care how high quality it is. This is a really big bag. It's probably meant to be like a laundry bag, but as long as it has the holes in it, you can use it for lingerie. Anytime you wash anything, I don't care if it's the $10 thing, I don't care if it's the $20 thing, the $50 thing, put it in a lingerie bag, seal up the top. Now here's the thing, if you are washing your clothes, your lingerie with bras need their own bag, because otherwise their little hook things are going to get caught on all your stuff. So if you're washing bras, you need to hook those little hooks together, put them in their own bag, wash on light or gentle, whatever your cycle is, And then you pull those things out and you hang it to dry. Do not dry these things because drying will destroy all of that, like elastic and polyester and all those things. That stuff cannot handle high heat, tumbling around and all this. Now, as far as something like anything that's not a bra, you're gonna flip it inside out. Again, this is my mother teaching me here. She actually flips all of her clothing inside out to wash it. But you want to flip it inside out and put it in the lingerie bag, and you can put as much like lingerie in one bag as you like. You know, your 90s in one, anything with hooks and clasps and junk like that in another. But turn it inside out. And the reason you're doing that is it helps with color fading and stuff like that, and so it just goes in the bag. You can buy ones that are actually designated for lingerie. I've used these really big bags for years. It's always been fine. But the key to washing is bras need their clasps actually hooked together so they're not destroying and picking lace, whether it's the lace on the bra itself or other things you're washing. Put it in a laundry bag or in a lingerie bag, whatever you've got. Wash it on gentle and then do not dry it. Hang it to dry. Put it in your bathroom and it'll dry like that. If you have bras that have padding in it, underwires, I don't care, even if they're sports bras and you don't want to destroy that padding, the dryer will always destroy it. So don't dry those things either. You want to wash them in your lingerie bags and hang them to dry. Those are my tips for buying lingerie for your body type, buying quality, figuring out what you want to do with the lingerie, and then how to wash it. Look in this video link in the description. I'm going to put some links to some things that I talked about in the video. And as always, sign up for my newsletter. Go to lovehappyadventure.com/newsletter, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. This comes through my anonymous questions form. And in order to get the answer to that, you need to be on the newsletter list. Occasionally, I bring it out into videos or into blogs, but generally, I actually just answer those questions within the newsletter. But when I get the question a lot from a lot of people, I usually turn it into a post. Thanks for joining me so much today, guys. I look forward to talking with you guys later.